2023 was a groundbreaking year for us in my company, Belly Therapies. Over the year, I helped over 30 people get rid of bloating, constipation, diarrhea, irregular periods, painful periods, PMS, lose 13 to 35 pounds in weight, get rid of food confusion and food fear, sleep normally, feel rested, and triple how much patience they had with their kids. As I had a lot of conversations with my clients and people considering working with us, I saw a theme arising around health and how difficult it was to stay or get healthy. Because of this, I developed the mantra that health should be easy. And boy, has it created a huge breakthrough in our clients. In today's episode, I wanted to share with you this easy, healthy mindset, what it means, and how it has the power to absolutely change your 2024. If you've been struggling in your health lately, if you feel like your health has been an insurmountable wall of difficulty, if you want an easy, sustainable health that doesn't require ridiculous food restrictions or ongoing supplement regimens, then this episode is for you. Hey friend, welcome to the Better Belly podcast. Do you want freedom from bloating and constipation? Do you find yourself up late at night Googling natural constipation remedies, causes for bloating, or recipes and exercises to help constipation? Are you frustrated with the mind game of trying to figure out what foods are helping or hurting your gut? Hey, I'm Allison, mom, wife, and functional gut health practitioner. At a young age, bloating and constipation were my constants. I didn't know what to do and wished I could just live a normal life focusing on my passions, my job, and my family. I was tired of abdominal pain that woke me up at night and wasting time and money on gut health remedies that just didn't work. Breakthrough moment, the functional medicine and osteopathic approach to gut health. In this podcast, you will find natural remedies for bloating and constipation, practical, doable belly exercises and massages, and debunk the myths about what really is causing your tummy problems. So toss out those laxatives and say goodbye to that embarrassing gas. Your gut health is calling. And just as a reminder, this information is not meant to diagnose, manage, or treat disease. Always consult with your own health practitioner before you make any changes to your health. Hey friend, before we jump into today's podcast topic, it's a new year and I'd love to have the best content here on the Better Belly podcast to serve you in 2024. I created a quick and easy little form to collect your thoughts and ideas with just 2 questions. So if you want to hear a specific topic on the Better Belly podcast in 2024 to help make your health easy again, go to betterbellytherapies.com/2024 or click the link in the show notes. Again, there's only 2 questions. One of them is a checkbox. One of them's open answer. You can make it super simple. You don't even have to share your name or email. Just go to betterbellytherapies.com/2024 and let me know what you want to hear on the Better Belly podcast to get breakthrough in your health this year. Hey guys, so to start off this conversation on health should be easy, where did this mantra come from and how does it apply and what the heck does it mean and why is it going to change your 2024? I want to share with you a story of a conversation I had with my brother-in-law over Christmas about his health. Now, my brother-in-law deals with migraines that he gets very frequently. So he was saying on average 3 times a week. And once they start, they don't stop until the end of the day. He has tried everything in his health. In his mind, he's tried diet change, he's gone to the chiropractor, and while some of these things have helped his migraines, for example, when he first started the chiropractor, he noticed an initial improvement in his migraines, just decreased frequency, decreased intensity. They haven't been 100% changes. And what I ended up telling him was this phrase that I have started to take on with my clients, that health should be easy. This is not meant to degrade or devalidate what he is saying about the intensity of his migraines or how hard he has tried. Rather, it's actually an evaluative tool that I've begun to use to say, if something isn't working, if you're having to work really hard to get any results at all, it's not the right thing. Health should be easy means that when you hit hit the nail on the head of what your problem is. And when you do what is relevant to what your body needs, you get results. You don't have to be stuck on some ridiculously restricted diet or spending money to go to the chiropractor once a week. You really should be able to have an initial period of healing, kind of like putting on a cast, where you put on a cast and sure, your arm can't move a ton. And it's in a sling and you're using crutches and you're kind of limited for a while. For a while it sucks, but it's like 2 or 3 months. I don't know what the healing period is, guys. I've never been in a cast, but whatever that healing period for that cast, for that bone, whatever the doctor says, that's the healing period. And maybe you'll get some PT after the cast comes off to rebuild muscle, but it's not like you need PT and need a cast the rest of your life. And that's what I am seeing in clients who are on supplements and not feeling better. And then they keep taking these supplements and it costs money, but they don't actually feel better, or they keep getting massages or seeing a chiropractor or getting acupuncture. And it like sort of makes them feel better, but it actually isn't healing anything because they keep needing to do those things. And those things cost them time, cost them money, cost them effort, cost them a time slot in their calendar where they're having to go somewhere to see someone. That should not need to be happening. And so to him, I said, that's a red flag that, yeah, the chiropractor is not what you needed to do. At least it was maybe a part of it at most, because he did initially see some improvement, but it's not everything he needed. And he reflected back to me like, yeah, we decided to stop going so regularly because it wasn't moving the dial. It wasn't making the difference. So what I love and what I've seen has started to like turn on the light bulbs in my clients' minds, and even not like clients, like people who are just considering working with us, who come into my office for a new client evaluation or send a question to us through our DMs on Instagram, is that when I say this, and I explain it a little, it's like it gives you permission to abandon things that don't work, right? You can say, yeah, those supplements aren't helping. Maybe I can just stop them. Yeah, the low FODMAP diet isn't actually helping. Maybe I need to go find something else, which kind of gets to the next thing. It gives you power to find the things that actually do make an impact. And it gives you an evaluative tool to say, is this actually working? I actually had a new client come into my office just this week, and we ended up having a conversation where he was sharing he had all these labs he's gotten from all these different practitioners, and he just feels like his health is a jumbled mess of this like puzzle that needs to be put together, and like he's missing this elephant in the room. Like, if I could just find the one thing that's causing all the problems will go away. And I totally agreed with him, but he felt confused of why do some of my lab tests like say one thing, but I don't actually get my results? Or how do I interpret the fact that practitioners have given me protocols that said, here's a lab that says you have mercury, here's a protocol that gets rid of your mercury. Why do they then not work and help me feel better? And he said, let's ignore like all the potential whys, because there's a million reasons why that specific protocol didn't work. There is a million, and he and I covered a lot of them in detail. And that's things that I've done in this podcast, is try to debunk maybe more of the science-y part of like, why didn't that heavy metal detox cure all your problems? That's what I'm trying to help you guys like get out of that confusion. But ultimately, you don't even have to know all the science. All you have to do is ask, did those things actually work? And he said, well, no. And I'm like, then they weren't what you needed. That is it. If health isn't easy, if the process doesn't actually get you results in a reasonable time period, I see typically for the body is 3 to 6 months, maybe a little bit less, but to sustain results so you don't keep needing, keep doing a supplement or doing another cleanse, all that stuff, kind of be able to leave those behind. Reasonable is typically 3 to 6 months. When you've given it a reasonable amount of time to heal, you should see results. If you're not, move on. Or start to think deeper and differently and work with somebody who can help you think deeper. looking into new types of lab testing, looking into new types of way to think about what your problem potentially is. So some of what I love about my Better Belly method, which I teach in my program, the Better Belly Blueprint, is that when my clients follow the Better Belly method, they see all their symptoms that used to feel like these super hard, insurmountable problems just melt away. They'll lose 13 pounds in a few weeks without any restriction on how much they eat, or they'll start pooping every morning without having to take laxatives or worrying if they'll poop. They start having regular, painless periods. They stop dreading the week before their period starts. All these things are things that we've seen in the Better Belly Blueprint with just giving my clients 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 months, 6 months to see 100% improvement, 80% improvement in all of their symptoms. That is our average, is seeing 80% reduction in all of their symptoms in 3 to 6 months. Hey friend, working on your health shouldn't be something that is taking all your mental energy and focus from your day-to-day living. You shouldn't have to plan your days around trips to the bathroom or siphon out your best energy to manage all your symptoms. You can live in a way where you have the energy to get through whatever your day throws your way. Not only am I proof that this is possible, but the 100 plus clients I've worked with over the last 3 years are too. They are able to live every day with energy, without bloating, and feeling like their best selves. How is this possible? Through the Better Belly method, my signature method to reduce your symptoms by 80% in 3 to 6 months, leaving you in a place where health feels easy. I want you to be able to go to every one of your child's or grandchild's soccer games and be able to be the too loud cheering parent or grandparent on the sidelines. I want you to be able to take that trip to Europe without worrying about where the closest bathroom is and if you know how to ask in French. I want you to be able to enjoy the holidays and family meals without fearing how you'll feel afterwards or feeling guilty about what you do eat. Your life should feel vibrant and your health should feel easy. Head to betterbellytherapies.com/blueprint to learn exactly how you can make this happen today with my signature method. This is the best way to heal once and for all and a way that no traditional doctors will support you through. I can't wait to see you living your best life. Again, head to betterbellytherapies.com/blueprint or click the link in the show notes to get started today. Now, back to the show. That to me is my measure of is what I'm doing with a client working. And sometimes they don't see those improvements at month 2 or at month 3, but it's 3 to 6 month window where I'm seeing all of our clients see those improvements. And if they make improvements, but it's not drastic, and if they try to get off their supplements and symptoms come back, that to me immediately says we just need to look deeper. And that might be Lyme or mold or heavy metals, but or maybe even like trauma, but it starts in that 3 to 6 month window. And again, that's what we're seeing regularly is working with our clients. So this year for the podcast, I want to focus on how to make health easy for you. This is not just about this episode and talking about health should be easy, but I want to incorporate this mantra, health should be easy, into all the content I create for you guys this year. How to make finances easier around health, how to make food and eating easier, how to make getting rid of your symptoms easier, how to make maintenance of your health easier with no complicated extreme food restrictions. I would love your input. And I already shared about this at the beginning of the podcast, but I have a short 2-question form for you to fill out that just asks you what type of topics do you want to hear about in 2024. You don't have to even leave your name or an email. This is not about collecting emails. This is about me wanting to serve you guys and have a really clear finger on the pulse of what you guys feel is missing in clarity around your health, or what's missing in even what people are talking about online or what you're not hearing on other podcasts. Whatever it is, I want to hear it. So just go to betterbellytherapies.com/2024, answer my 2 super easy, simple questions, and you can have a huge impact on how I can help you make your health easy for 2024 and beyond. Just go to betterbellytherapies.com/2024. That's betterbellytherapies.com/2024. Hey friend, I hope you loved this episode. If you've been a fan for a while or newly loving this podcast, can you do me a favor? Drop into Apple Podcasts and leave me a review. When you leave a review, you do so much. You help me know you're listening, you can tell me what you're loving so I know what to make more of, and you help others by boosting this podcast so other people like you can find the podcast too. I mean, it's a win-win-win, right? So if you want a way to pay it forward, just go to Apple Podcasts or click the link in my show notes and leave a rating and review. And if you want some more free stuff, just head over to my free Facebook group, betterbellytherapies.com/Facebook, and you can get access to all of my free support for you, including some Facebook group exclusive stuff like my podcast episode vault, where you can search the Better Belly podcast by topic and find exactly what you need to expedite your healing. I cannot wait to see you in there. Catch you guys next week.